Welcome back again, Pipers. I'm Mark. Happy to be with you again. How's everybody doing on this Monday? Very cold Monday, by the way. It got cold here. It's going to be cold all week. I hate it. Hate it. It's like once it's under 10 degrees, I can't stand really, really cold weather. You probably want to know what I'm smoking. I'm smoking Donald Hogarth American Delight in my Rossi Nati. I asked everybody just like lights. Mm, good stuff. I'm gonna do a little makeshift review on it. So it's from Cowles and Hogarth. Uh, it's an aromatic with notes of caramel, vanilla, and fruit. I do not have the door open because it is too freaking cold. My first impression of this is it is very pleasant. Um, there's definitely a fruit note to it. I'd say that's more dominant than any caramel. I'm getting some vanilla. Definitely something you can smoke around people too. It's not offensive whatsoever. Of course, most tobaccos I think that I've been smoking lately, flakes, they were aromatic, as long as they got Latakia in it, it ain't that offensive. That's just me. When it comes to Latakia, my opinion is when my next door neighbor's burning leaves in the fall and it starts making its way into my house, I have to shut the window because it stinks. It doesn't. It's not a very pleasant, aroma. And everybody could say campfire, this or whatever, smoky, whatever. It literally, most of the time I'm around it, especially some of the more dominant ones, the Englishes, it smells like you're burning leaves. To me, that's what it smells like. I mean, other people probably have a lot different opinions about it. And that's fine. Perfectly fine. Am I still going to continue my search for like very, more milder Englishes maybe with a very minimal amount of lactate? Yes, I will continue to do that. Um, I know they're out there because I see a lot of people smoking things like I can't remember if Squadron Leader is one. Um, there's a lot of popular blends out there that has Latakia in it. It's just not Latakia dominant. And I'm sure I would probably at least be able to tolerate some of them. If not, maybe enjoy some of them. I don't know, but most of the people I associate with, interact with so far on YouTube in this community, they're not fans of Latakia. So that kind of tells me something too. There was a gentleman smoking right behind me and Alan when we went to the pipe meeting a couple weeks back. I'm pretty sure whatever he was smoking, it was an English blend. It had some Latakia in it, but it wasn't a lot. And I will admit, it did smell amazing. And I wanted to turn on and ask him what he was smoking, but he was in the middle of a conversation, and I'm generally not a person that likes to interrupt people when they're already in the middle of a conversation. And I forgot later to ask. But no big deal. Eventually, I'm sure I'll get suggestions from people. It could have been like early morning pipe, maybe something like that. I heard that's, and I might actually try that. I was hoping they had a tin of that opened up because they brought in a bunch of samples. And I don't think that was one of them. If it was, I probably would have tried it. Maybe a half a bowl of it. But, well, I have Saturday off. I've been contemplating trying to get a few guys, and we'll make our way over to Milwaukee and go to Yule's. I'm really seriously maybe thinking about doing that Saturday. If the wife don't have other plans for us, which I don't think she does. Kind of sucks for her though. I gotta work noon to 8 last Saturday and then take a trip like that, but I'm sure she'll be okay with it. But I have a feeling come summertime I'm just gonna be too busy on the weekends, either camping or something else. I'm not gonna be able to make these little treks to these shops, so maybe I should do it when it's cold. Weather permitting. Alan already suggested he he made sure he threw his name in the hat, so that's one person for sure. There's a guy in Chicago that I just found his channel. His name is Olden in the Way, and he made a comment about making the way over there. Me and him, he follows somebody that I follow, Michelle Baruch, and he lives in Milwaukee. I've been commenting on him, trying to see if I don't know how often he checks his old videos. He doesn't make content anymore. I haven't seen an answer yet, but maybe see if we can get him to show up. If you haven't checked out his channel, you need to check it out. Very informative. Does a good job with the reviews. He does a lot of reviews. Got a lot of different pipes he smokes. It is getting smoky in here. Holy shit. So, I got on order. I don't know if it'll be here by then, maybe hopefully by the end of the week. A smaller smoke. It's an air purifier, but it actually is supposed to remove smoke. And I don't have I mentioned that last video, and I still don't have the name of it, but I'm just waiting for it to get here. And we'll do a box opening. I'll set it right here. And then I'll give you my 2 cents on it, whether it's very cheap. It's only like $80. It was like half price. And I think it's a newer product, so, but I watched a couple of YouTube channels that seemed to work pretty well, the guys that tried it out. So I'm going to give it a shot. And I need one. I smoke right by the door. It goes into the house. It's just on the other side of this heater. The smell's making its way in there, and Mama's not liking it, so I got to do something. Would I buy more of this American Delight? By the way, I would. It's a good aromatic. Um, is it as sweet and enjoyable as creme brulee? No. Um, I'd even say Captain Black's probably better, but it's good. It's not wanting to stay lit though. Not quite sure what that's about because it fired right up. After this, I'm going to probably have another bowl of something else that Willie sent. Maybe I'll try one of those rope tobaccos he sent. I don't know. Or the Boswell Burley. One of them. Either way, if you don't have one of these, it's a Stanley. It's just a Stanley coffee thermos type thing. This thing keeps coffee hot for hours. I'm talking like 10 to 12 hours. You put coffee in here and it'll still be. I made this at 5 o'clock this morning. And it's still like warm enough to drink. That thing was, it's as good as any, what's that other brand that everybody likes? Y'all know what it is. I think everything was like $20, something like that. Farm and Fleet, I believe, if I remember right. Money well spent, I'll tell you that. Stuff's pretty good. If you haven't tried it, I suggest maybe getting a little bit. Get a tin of it. Puts out some really good smoke, I'll tell you that. So I got some good comments too on people's favorite pipes and their favorite brands, and it's a huge help for me. Thinking about maybe looking into a Chacombe, something a little bit different than everything else I got. Peterson's, I looked at some Peterson's at the pipe meeting. Just didn't see any there that I wanted to spend the money on. I know another one that I definitely want, and that would be I think it's an Eric Stokeby Valhalla 210, 20, I don't know. That's a spigot. 201, I think. Beautiful, just gorgeous pipe. And I think I'm gonna get one of those. I bid on one on eBay. This was last year, but I was still putting out content for. And it ended up going for like $20 over what what they cost. And I wasn't gonna do that. Shit, I'll just order one online and just pay regular price for it. Somebody wanted it pretty bad. It was either the owner of the pipe, maybe. That's why I don't like eBay, because people that post the shit, They got a certain price in their head. They want, either at, what it cost them when they bought it new, and they'll just like start bidding. They think you're going to lowball the shit out of them. So I don't like eBay, but a lot of guys buy pipes on eBay. I don't like eBay. When I see a lot of guys, they buy a lot of pipes, they get a lot of good deals on eBay. I never do. I never do. But, so I hope everyone had a wonderful Monday. I want to thank you for popping back into the channel, making your presence known. Welcome all comments. Appreciate you all. And until next time, keep it lit.